Hey everybody, it's Jamie from Adventure Go 2. Hope you've been enjoying the channel and the videos that I've been putting on there. I'm still in that kind of learning mode, trying to grow the channel. Today's video is of a trip I took with some family members down to Denver, Colorado. If you ever get a chance to go there, I highly recommend it. Some of the highlights of the video are when we flew over there, we went seeing Joe Bonamassa, we seen Steve Miller, and we just enjoyed the sights. One of the things that we did do is we left Denver and we kind of headed down to Four Corners area there, basically Colorado-Utah border sort of thing, where the Mesa Verde National Park is. This place is just amazing, and I hope you enjoy that footage. I had the GoPro on my, basically strapped to my head. If you ever get a chance to check out the Pueblo, anything to do with the Pueblo people, basically the First Peoples, go and do it, because it is so historically interesting that you won't regret it. So that's probably the highlight of the video. There is some other stuff. The video does start out at the aquarium in Denver, Colorado, and then we move over to the Red Rocks. There is some other little things in there and whatnot that I didn't edit out, just so if you ever get a chance that you're over in Denver and that area, you can check out most of those sites. And another one there is the Garden of the Gods. This is just a rock formation, just amazing footage. So as I always say before, get out there and explore. And if you ever get a chance to be in Denver, Colorado, or in that surrounding area, make sure you check out some of the sites that you see in this video. Thanks for watching.
Reached out for her and she was not there. Lord, I miss her body and her long brown hair. I rain falling, river flood, black cat balling, moon dripping blood. Woke up dreaming I was gonna die. All my sins have found me, it's my turn to cry. Yeah. Devil's rising, you don't have a chance. Devil's rising, you don't have a chance. When his fiddle's playing, shake your bones and dance. I just want to live another day. I just want to live another day. See that brown-haired woman coming back this way. Oh yeah.
We'll turn that bottle up and drink it, crank that jukebox up and hank it, bartender, pour another round. Here's to our best, bad decisions, situational conditions, oh, and memories we all need to drown. So fill your cup and raise it up, jump in and join the club and float this whiskey river reservoir. We're gonna spend the weekend in the deep end of a diving bar. Cause up in here you're not the only loving left or lost and lonely one who's ever swam against the tide. Think of this as your oasis, it's a safe safest of the places that a broken heart can find a hide. Chapter, chapter of happy never after, but that's just the way the story goes. For some barstool believers, wear our heart out on the sleevers, just going where the neon glows. Chapter of happy never after, but that's just the way the story goes. Yeah, we're just never quite belongers, hanger-oners, way too longers, just buzzing where the neon glows. Problems, we all got them, let them sink down to the bottom. Doesn't matter who or where you are, we're gonna spend the weekend in the deep end. The water's fine, y'all, so just come on in to the deep end.
Who killed John Henry in the battle? His hammer, carry it to the captain, tell him why I'm gone. Take this hammer, carry it to the captain, tell him I'm going home. I don't want your cold iron shackles around my leg. I don't want your cold iron shackles around my leg. You killed John Henry in the battle of sinners insane. You killed John Henry in the battle of sinners and saints. I'm a long way from Colorado, a long way from my home. Get the hammer that some people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangster of love. Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak of the pompatus of love. People talk about me smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I sure don't want to hurt no one. I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. I get my loving on the run. Ooh. You're the cutest thing that I ever did see. I really love your beaches, want to shake your tree. Lovey dovey, lovey dovey, lovey dovey all the time. Ooh, yeah, baby, I sure show you a good time. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker.
Used to spend my nights out in ballroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back, being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle so hard I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. And you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. Oh, as a glass of brandy. And honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
I can't ever tell you enough that all I need in this life is your crazy love. If I never get to see the northern lights, or if I never get to see the Eiffel Tower at night, or if all I got is your hand in my hand, baby, I could die a happy man.
Welcome to Mesa Verde. The Mesa Verde archaeological region, located in the American Southwest, was the home of the Pueblo people who, during the 13th century AD, a Navajo word that has been translated as the Ancient Ones or Enemy Ancestors. While they did not develop a writing system, they left behind rich archaeological remains that, along with oral stories passed down through the ages, have allowed researchers to reconstruct their past. Recently, researchers found evidence that the people of Mesa Verde had sophisticated mathematical knowledge, using the golden ratio, a mathematical ratio also used at the Giza pyramids, to help construct a sun temple. The region the people of the Mesa Verde lived in is defined by researchers at the Crow Canyon Archaeological Center. It encompasses almost 10,000 square miles, 26,000 square kilometers of territory going across the states of Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico, with part of the region in Colorado forming Mesa Verde National Park. It was a tough place to make a living. Cold, snowy winters gave way to hot, dry summers, and periods of relatively abundant moisture are punctuated by sporadic but sometimes prolonged periods of drought. Living off the land has always been and continues to be a challenge, but one that people through the ages have met with extraordinary ingenuity and resilience. Early history, the basket makers. The Crow Canyon researchers noted that after AD 500, a people whom archaeologists refer to as the basket makers, named from their finely woven baskets, moved from the peripheries of the Mesa Verde archaeological area into the center,
They grew corn, squash, and beans, supplementing these crops by hunting game and collecting wild plants. In the time after they moved into the center of Mesa Verde, they developed pottery and the bow and arrow. The option of the bow appears to have increased their hunting proficiency, resulting in some game animals like deer eventually becoming overhunted and replaced with domesticated turkey. They lived in simple pit houses with a hearth, fire hole, and a room for storage. Entered through the roof by way of a ladder, the house was cool in the summer and warm in the winter because it was partially underground. These people came together in what we call great kivas, which were also located partly underground. These were large, more than 100 square meters or 1,076 square feet, round structures are thought to have been used for public gatherings during which members of the community socialized, performed ceremonies, or discussed issues important to the group, the Crow Canyon researchers wrote. This way of life appears to have been quite successful, at least for a time. A team of researchers reported that a portion of the Mesa Verde region located in Colorado more than doubled in population between roughly 700 and 850 AD. At this time, larger communities began to appear in Mesa Verde. These communities used a new type of above-ground structure known as archaeologists as room blocks. Built in addition to pit houses, they contained fire hearths and places for storage. Crow Canyon archaeologists noted that these rooms blocked were made of adobe, stone, and plant materials, with stone masonry becoming more important as time went on. But just as the population peaked, something happened, and the people left in droves. Researchers noted that the area of land they were studying in Colorado saw its population rapidly shrink from 850 to 930 AD to a level not much above zero. This appears to have happened across the Mesa Verde region, with the population moving south to places like Chaco Canyon and New Mexico. Recent research suggests that a change in the climate played a role in this immigration. In a 2008 article in the journal American Scientists, researchers noted that pollen remains indicated that the weather in at least part of Mesa Verde region became colder. Presumably, the most productive portions of this area became cold enough in the 900s to make farming risky. Dry winters compounded this problem. This downturn in the climate did not last, and evidence indicates that after 930 AD, people moved back into the Mesa Verde region. Their time at sites like Chaco Canyon to the south influenced them, and they brought back a type of building that archaeologists call a great house. These buildings functioned as community centers of sorts that stood on high ground and contained multi-story rooms. Archaeologists noted that, like great kivas, great houses were public structures, probably used for community-wide ceremonies and meetings. They wrote, in addition, great houses and its design used a variety of geometric shapes that were constructed with great precision. In addition, the people of Mesa Verde also constructed unroofed circular structures for outdoor ceremonies. Recent research reveals that a circular structure, sometimes called Mummy Lake, which despite its name has no mummies, did not actually hold water, but was likely used for some sort. Macaw feather sashes and copper bells at some sites indicates that the Pueblo people of the Mesa Verde region were part of a vast trading network that included not only Chaco Canyon, but much more distant locations in Mexico as well. During the 12th century, there were periods of drought and violence that drove some people to leave Mesa Verde. When environmental conditions stabilized in the early 13th century, the population increase in the Mesa Verde region in some areas quite dramatically. During this time of population increase, in the early 13th century, people began creating what are called cliff dwellings, which are houses, and in some cases, entire villages built into cliff edges. The National Park Service estimated that there are about 600 of these preserved at Mesa Verde National Park. Built near springs, the naturally enclosed sites offered protection against both the elements and intruders. Many of the cliff dwellings at Mesa Verde are small, only 1 or 2 rooms built in the alcoves or shallow caves. One of the largest cliff dwelling sites is a place called Cliff Palace. It contains about 150 rooms and nearly 24 kivas that were used, presumably, as a gathering place for rituals. Cliff Palace also had many decorations that are not well preserved. Fairly typical examples of embellishments are a panel of numerous stamped handprints above doorways and a series of zoomorphic or animal figures painted onto plasters. The cliff settlements were not to last. Another population collapse occurred, this time at the end of the 13th century, leaving sites like Cliff Palace abandoned and falling into ruin. The people appear to have migrated south again to sites in Arizona and New Mexico. In the American Scientist article, researchers noted that a mix of factors seemed to be involved in this collapse. A combination of factors including climate change, population growth, competition for resources, and conflict seemed to have sparked the move, they wrote anyways. At one Mesa Verde site called Sand Canyon, people late in the 13th century were depending more on wild plants and were eating less domesticated turkey. With the population shrinking, the site fell into ruin and refuse and was being deposited in once important civic or ceremonial structures, such as the Great Kiva. This is what the researchers wrote. There were also signs of battle. Excavators found 23 complete or fairly completed human bodies, as well as scattered bones from at least 11 other individuals, indicating that at least 34 people died at or near the end of the village occupation. The researchers wrote, noting that none of these bodies were formally buried, and at least 8 exhibit direct evidence of violent death. The people who left Sand Canyon before the final fall likely joined the other people of the Mesa Verde region in migrating south to the new lands. A recent study reveals that a mega drought, even worse than the drought that wiped at Mesa Verde, may hit the American Southwest by the end of the 21st century. The effects of the people living in the American Southwest could be severe, leaving future inhabitants to grapple with water shortages amidst a hotter, more arid environment. Aside from leaving future inhabitants struggling for water, the changing environment also poses threats to the Mesa Verde ruins. In 2014, the Union of Concerned Scientists published a report noting that Mesa Verde National Park has already suffered the loss of much of its forest due to wildfire. These wildfires, as well as flash flooding caused by the loss of vegetation, have already caused damage to the ruins at Mesa Verde and could get worse in the future.
Sometimes there might be a flaw, but how pretty the
deals the cards as a meditation, and those he plays never suspect. He doesn't play for the money he wins, he doesn't play for respect. He deals the cards to find the answer, the sacred geometry of chance, the hidden law of a probable outcome. The numbers lead a dance. I know that the spades are the swords of a soldier, I know that the clubs are weapons of war, I know that diamonds mean money for this art, but that's not the shape of my heart. He may play the jack of diamonds, he may lay the queen of spades, he may conceal a king in his hand while the memory of it fades. I know that the spades are the swords of a soldier, I know that the clubs are weapons of war, I know that diamonds mean money for this art, but that's not the shape of my heart. That's not the shape of my heart. If I told her that I loved you, you'd maybe think there's something wrong. I'm not a man with too many faces, the mask I wear is one. For those who speak know nothing and find out to their cost, like those who curse their luck in too many places, and those who fear are lost. I know that the spades are the swords of a soldier, I know that the clubs are weapons of war, I know that diamonds but my heart.
There's a place up ahead and I'm going just as fast as my feet can fly. Come away, if you're going. Leave the
Montana singing, Lord, I was born a rambling man. California, it's a brother and a sister kind of thing. Raise up your hands if you all wanna hang with me and my gang. We live to ride, we ride upon that train. Grab hold of them reins in my gang. Yeah, yeah, me and my gang. We got hippies, gypsies, freaks, and geeks, high class women and Daisy Duke denim, banging on gongs and singing our songs. Dude named Bill Rod jamming on an iPod. Beer, raise up your hands if you all wanna hang with me and my gang. We live to me and my gang. We live to ride, we ride to live. Me and my gang. I jump on that train, I grab hold of them reins. We gonna rock this thing, cock this thing. Yeah. Na 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 to the great wide open. Wanna set my spirit free. Won't stop till I reach the ocean. Gonna break these chains holding me. Uncaged. Gonna swim in the coldest river. Gonna drink from a mountain spring. Deep in the land of the great wide open. Let the water roll all over me. Uncaged. Every day find a way to face my fears. I wanna get in the wind.
Welcome to the Garden of the Gods. Garden of the Gods is a popular natural landmark nestled at the foot of Pikes Peak on the west side of Colorado Springs. Known for its massive red rocks sticking straight out of the ground, tourists come from all over the world to wander the trails, see the wildlife, and witness the formations for themselves. Colorado history has deep roots in the garden, and anyone who wants to be a true Coloradian, native or otherwise, needs to have Garden of the Gods at the top of their list for must-see Colorado destinations. Here are some little-known facts about the garden. In true Colorado fashion, the park got its name from a conversation about beer. In 1859, Melunkton Beach and Rufus Cable, two railroad surveyors, were sent to locate and establish the city of Colorado City. When the two happened across the rock formations, it said, Beach exclaimed, "This would be a capital place for a beer garden." Cable replied, "Beer garden? Why, this is a place fit for the gods to assemble. We shall call it the Garden of the Gods, and it will stay free." Back in 1879, railroad mogul Charles Eliot Perkins bought the portion of the land containing many of the unused and unusual formations. Perkins wanted the property to be open to the public for everyone to enjoy. After his death in 1907, Perkins' family deeded the property in December 19, one of which being that the park remained forever free and open to the public. It was voted the best city park in the country and number 2 in the world. Yep, right here, an hour away from Denver. We have the best city park to unwind and take in the sights. The 1,334-acre park grows almost every year as more land is donated. Roughly 2 million visitors from all over the world visit the park every year. According to the Garden of the Gods Visitor and Nature Center, the visitation density of the Garden of Gods is 100 times that of the 265,461 acres of Rocky Mountain National Park. Long story short, come in the off-season when there is a lot of less traffic. Garden of the Gods has its own dinosaur. Colorado College professor James Kerr found the only known Theophilitalia kiri in the garden in 1878. Although technology to prove the new species took more than a century to catch up after the finding, Kerr was still honored as the discoverer. The dinosaur was named after him and the place it was found, Theosis Fitalia, meaning garden. The known human history of the park goes back more than 3,000 years. Garden of the Gods was neutral ground for Native Americans. Even rival tribes laid down their weapons when entering the garden. This peaceful area was sacred and a hub for trade between nomadic tribes. The Ute people were native to the area and made the land near the formations their homeland. Mountain shrub, pinyon juniper, and ponderosa pine are the ecosystems that make up the garden. Several other ecosystems could account for the cliffs and the plants, and to see a variety of plants and wildlife that might include bears, mountain lions, hawks,